It is Wednesday, November 24th, and my best bets in the NBA are on the way. Now, I apologize. We are in a change of scenery today, not where we normally are. We're back home for the holidays, but that doesn't mean we aren't going to get back after. We got 13 games on the slate. I got 3 player props, 2 spreads coming your guys' way. Now, so buckle in. Let's make some money today. We do not have any NBA games on tomorrow. So Friday, get ready. We'll have another video. Obviously, we're just going to take tomorrow off because there are no games, but Thanksgiving tomorrow, it's dominated by the NFL. So our NFL best bets video, we have one best bet for every single game tomorrow, all 3 games. That video is live on the channel. It'll be pinned down below in the comment section and at the end of the video. So go check that one out. But I'm Austin. I do the NFL and NBA picks, and we're going to get back after it because we're closing in on 14,000 subscribers. So if you guys are new to the channel, consider smashing that subscribe button. We're less than 250 subscribers away from it. We're trying to hit it by Thanksgiving. I believe in you guys, and we're going to do a $14,000 parlay giveaway once we hit 14,000 subscribers, and we love to do it on Friday because that's when the NBA slate is the best. So dial in, click that subscribe button. It's 100% free. And it only takes a couple seconds. Also click that like and comment your best bet down below. But yesterday, we bounced back. We had a 2-in-1 day. Get back in the winning column. Now, Cunningham, our first bet of the day, he got in foul trouble. He really struggled. It looked like he'd never seen a zone coverage in his whole entire life. But he struggled and he didn't hit. But we went back to all reliable, which is Eric Bledsoe's under 9.5 points. Now, people think Eric Bledsoe's the new Dean Wade. Obviously, they might be new to the channel. Eric Bledsoe is all reliable. We have always bet his under, and he cashed again, sweat-free, 2 points on 2 shots. He was under 9.5 points. You didn't even have to sweat that one. That game went to overtime, and you didn't have to sweat it. Now, the one we did have to sweat, the Knicks team total under 109.5 points. Talk about an absolute roller coaster. It was like they had 61 points about with 3 minutes left in the second quarter. I was like, all right, well, I guess I inspired a Knicks performance. And then they went on a cold streak. They couldn't buy a bucket. And then I was like, all right, we had a chance here. And then the fourth quarter, they just started making every single shot. I was like, well, we're screwed again. And then, of course, it comes out with a winner. They end up with 106 points. Thank you very much, Knicks. I'm proud of you guys. Emmanuel quickly and company that was firing up bricks towards the end of the fourth. We appreciate you. Thanks for tuning into the video. But we're going to get back after it. We went 2-1, and we're going to start with another player prop today. Deontay Murray, over 7.5 assists, minus 112 on FanDuel. Now, Murray coming off his 3rd triple-double of the season. And, you could take his rebounds. You could take his rebounds plus assists, but I'm just going to go to his assists. And here's why. Now, Murray's averaging 8 assists per game on the season, so cashing this more often than not. Now, he's averaging that on 15 assist chances, so it's not like he's getting a lot of assist chances. We just need his teammates to knock the shots down. Now, he's hit this over in 3 of his past 4 games, and as a whole, Murray has played in 16 games this season. He's cashed it in 9 of them, and 7 of those games that he didn't cash, 3 of them he ended straight on that hook. He ended with 7 assists, so he's at least getting us close to that number. Now, we might not, if he was getting games like 3, then you'd be a little bit concerned, but he's been getting up there. He's averaging 8 assists per game, and Murray has shown the ability to hit this over consistently. But the reason we're really here is because of the matchup. The Hawks are allowing the 3rd most assists per game to opposing teams as a whole, but more importantly, the most assists per game to opposing point guards at 10.2 per game. The Hawks have played exactly 12 games in November. This will be their 13th game. They've allowed exactly 12 players to hit over 8+ assists, and I'll list them out for you. Now, they've allowed 8 assists to Josh Giddey and Drew Holiday. They've allowed 9 to Draymond. They've allowed 10 to Dinwiddie, Nikola Jokic, and Stephen Curry. 11 to LaMelo Ball, Marcus Smart, Cole Anthony, Mike Conley, and James Harden, and 13 to CP3. You guys see it. All those guys are majority point guards. The guys that handle the ball against this team. And I believe Deontay will again do that. He's been doing it consistently. Hit it in 3 of his past 4. I think he makes that 4 of 5. We're riding with Deontay Murray, over 7.5 assists. Now moving on to another pick. Darius Bailey. I'm taking your under, 11.5 points, minus 120. Now, Bailey is the starting small forward for the Oklahoma City Thunder, and he's been struggling to say the least. He's building houses out there. He's currently over his last 6 games. He's scored 4, 4, 4, 7, 7, and 5 points. Gone under easily in 6 straight games, and he's shooting 22% from the field, 19% from 3, and 25% from the free throw line. This is a guy that can't find his shot, and I'm hoping that continues today. Now, he's gonna get it going, right? He can't shoot that. That's terrible shooting splits. I'm pretty sure almost not 90%, but a good amount of you guys out there probably can shoot better than those splits. But he's taken on the Jazz team, who I know this because we took his under last time we played the Jazz, and he scored 15 points on 14 shot attempts, and earlier on in the season, I believe one of their first couple games of the season. And we know this because we picked his under in that game. So we're hoping for better vibes, better result this time, a little bit of juju. And those 14 attempts were the most that he had attempted in a single game this season. But over the 6-game cold streak, He's shot no more than 11 times, and I'm willing to bet his shooting percentage doesn't necessarily increase. It will increase as the season goes on, but I don't know about this game because in 7 career games versus Utah, 1, he's only gone over this line once, which was, of course, the one time we picked his under, and 2, he shot a career 29% from the field and 25% from 3 so against the Utah Jazz. So it's not, I mean, that's a little better than what he's been shooting, but that's not great. Not something that would inspire you. Now, this line remains high because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander will be out again today, but that doesn't concern me. You could see a Bucks versus Magic similar type game script to this one where the Magic were down 45 points at halftime. That wouldn't surprise anyone. The Jazz are 10.5-point favorites. You really don't know what to expect from the Thunder at any night of the week. So give me Darius Bailey's under 11.5 points. Now, my last player prop of the video before we get into 2 spreads, Steven Adams. I'm taking his under 17.5 PRAs, minus 120 on DraftKings. Now, Steven Adams, you might not know where he is. He's been to the Thunder, been to the Pelicans. Well, he's now on the Memphis Grizzlies. And today they are taking on the Toronto Raptors. And truthfully, this feels like a game that Steven Adams doesn't play a lot of minutes. This is you think about what the Raptors do. They don't have a center really on the roster. They start Pascal Siakam at the 5, and they might get OG Anunoby back, which will help them. But you look at Steven Adams, he doesn't have anyone to match up against the Raptors. Now, you could think, well, he could abuse him in the post. That's not what Steven Adams does. He's not scoring 25 points tonight. And if he does, you could probably make a lot of money off him scoring 25 tonight, or even 20 points, or even 15 points. Because Steven Adams, he's going to be abused on the defensive side of the ball. He's always been, an okay defender, but he's not going to be able to guard Pascal Siakam or any of these guys that shoots a bunch of threes. Now, Adams, he's gone under this line in 4 straight games and in 9 of his last 13. And his minutes really fluctuate from 18 to like 28 minutes per game. And I could see that finishing on the lower end of that scale. Now, Adams, when he hits this over, and when he has hit it over the season, it's been against guys like Jonas Valanciunas, Mason Plumlee, or even Nikola Jokic, who he can at least try to guard against. Those are the only games really he ever goes over. And the Raptors don't have a guy like that. Their only center on the roster technically is Khem Birch, but they also have Chris Boucher. They also have a bunch of Precious Achiuwa, but all these guys are guys that are out on the perimeter or much more athletic than Steven Adams. No offense, my friend. But you look at those guys are throwing up threes from the three-point line. So you're going to have to pull Steven Adams out of the paint, and that's not where he wants to go. Now, Steven Adams, you could say, well, he's hit this over in 2 straight versus the Raptors. Well, those were games that Aaron Baines started, and you know Aaron Baines. He's not the fastest guy in the world. Well, you got all the Raptors. They're all much faster than Steven Adams. And I think they play him out of that game. Prior to those 2 games, he had hit this under in 4 straight versus the Raptors, so 4 of his past 6. I'll take Steven Adams under and just bank that he gets played out of this game. And even if he doesn't, it's still asking a lot for him. 17.5 PRAs, asking for a good game from him. I'll take the under 17.5, locking it in. Now moving on to 2 spreads, and you guys, if you're a follower of the channel, you know we're going with this. Spurs +4 versus the Hawks. Now, we meet again, because if you've been following the channel, if you're new, we appreciate you. Click that subscribe button. But if you've been a follower for the channel, you know we've been cashing 3 or 4 straight bets for the Hawks. We've been riding them at home. They're on like a 4 or 5 game home winning streak. Well, today, and we thank them for that. We really do. We appreciate you guys for cashing our bets. But today, you guys are back on the road. And earlier on in the season, if you've been watching the videos, you know we fade the road Hawks, and we're going to continue to fade them into the ground. Now, the Hawks, they haven't played a road game in 12 days. Their last one was November 12th. And yeah, if you don't know, the Hawks are 0-9 against the spread on the road this season. Yeah, they haven't covered once. And we're going to keep riding with them because I think they won't cover again today. Now, the Spurs aren't necessarily the team that I loved. I don't have the most confidence in them, but Spurs, they've been 4-3 against the spread at home this season, which isn't the best, isn't the worst. And truthfully, they're honestly very similar to the Hawks. This is a team that struggles on the road themselves. They don't score a lot of points there, but I do think they will continue to score and score at will against this Hawks team, especially at home. Now, they are 4-12, the Spurs, but I do think they can keep this one close. And the Hawks, like I said, 0-9 against the spread at home or on the road. Can they make it 0-10? I say yes. Who knows? I didn't expect them to go 0-9, so we're going to keep riding them until they hurt us. We'll ride with the Spurs +4 against the Atlanta Hawks. Now, moving on to my final spread of the day, taking the Bucks, the Milwaukee Bucks, -5.5, first quarter, +100 on DraftKings, taking on the Pistons. Now, you don't see me place a lot of first quarter bets, and that's because they can be a little bit fluky, and you really never know. But I'm gonna take this one. I'm gonna get in and get out. You know if you're a winner or a loser pretty quickly. And now we all know what the Bucks just did to the Orlando Magic. It screwed us on a couple bets as the Magic were down 20. They were down 36-16 after the first quarter. The game was over. And today we're going for this +100 winner because I've seen these teams play it before, and you know what happens. The Pistons sometimes have been getting blown out by this team. Now, the Magic, now you look at this is the kind of the Bucks the past couple games. Now, they blew out the Magic the first game by 20 points. Now, the game before that, they were up by 12 after the first. The game before that, they were up by 10 against the Thunder after the first quarter. And I put the Pistons in that same tier of teams. They're coming off a back-to-back win when they were up against the Miami Heat, and then they just struggled in the fourth quarter, could not do a single thing. They are a banged-up team, missing Killian Hayes, obviously missing Beef Stew, went absolutely crazy. And they're missing Kelly Olynyk as well, who I believe all played in their first matchup against this Milwaukee Bucks team. We're on a 4-game winning streak. They're going for a 5th win because this is their 5th straight home game, and they will be on the road in their next game on Friday. And this is a Bucks team that played against this Pistons team without Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday. Well, both those guys will be back today. Even Brook Lopez might be back today. But either way, these two teams matched up earlier this season, November 2nd. The Bucks were up 7 points at the end of the first. And like I said, no Drew Holiday, no Chris Middleton. And in all 5 matchups, in their last 5 matchups against the Pistons, here's what they've covered. They've covered the 5.5 points, but they've been up by 7, 14, 11, 7, and 14 points. I'll take my chances. I think the Bucks continue to stay hot. They kind of want to get this win under their belt, go into tomorrow, have the day off, and then go into Friday with a new slate of games against the Nuggets on the road. I think the Bucks show up in a big way, so we'll ride with them. Bucks minus 5.5, first quarter, plus 100. Now that'll do it for this video. I appreciate you guys for everything that you have done. The Call in Our Shot community continues to grow day by day, and we're truthfully thankful for you guys, so we appreciate it. Now this will be the last video you see until Thursday morning, but definitely go check out the NFL Best Bets, which will be live on the channel. Right now, you can click it. The video should be popping up right on the screen, so I appreciate you guys. Click that like button, comment down below. You guys are really the best, so we are thankful for you. You are absolute blessing. So thank you to everyone that's in the community. Hopefully I come back Friday morning. We have 14,000 subscribers. We can do that 14,000 subscriber parlay giveaway. We appreciate you guys. It's been awesome. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.